Reality TV stars Todd and Julie Chrisley were both found guilty of fraud last year and are presently serving jail sentences. However, their attorney is hoping to reduce the couple's already reduced sentences even further. The couple, who are best known for their work on the USA Network shows Chrisley Knows Best and its spin-off Growing Up Chrisley, were found guilty of defrauding banks of more than $30 million by providing false financial statements that gave the impression that they were wealthier than they actually were, and were sentenced in federal court in Atlanta in November 2022. Todd received a 12-year term in November 2022, while Julie received a 7-year sentence. However, since both Chrisleys reported to prison in January, their anticipated release dates have already been advanced by many months. According to federal prison records, Todd will now be released from FPC Pensacola in early 2033, which is only around 2 years shy of his original 12-year sentence, Insider previously reported. Records show that Julie's release from FMC Lexington is scheduled for mid-October 2028, which is 6 years, 6 months shy of 7 years. The Chrisley sentence was reduced, but the Bureau of Prisons chose not to discuss the specifics, citing privacy, safety, and security reasons. For every year of the term issued by the court, the 2018 First Step Act grants qualified federal convicts up to 54 days of good conduct time off their sentence. Additionally, prisoners can accrue time off for any pre-sentence time served and for completing evidence-based recidivism reduction programs while incarcerated. The family's lawyer, Jay Sargent, told Insider that Todd and Julie are without a doubt model incarcerated individuals who received exorbitant sentences. Sargent continued, "I think Todd is down to 10 years and Julie is currently at 5 years. Sargent believes that revised sentencing criteria will result in even shorter sentences for the Chrisleys." According to Nima Rahmani, president of West Coast Trial Lawyers and a former federal prosecutor, the federal sentencing guidelines work on a point system that is based on a person's prior criminal history and the severity of their offense. According to Rahmani, the Chrisleys received severe initial sentences since the offense degree in fraud cases is based on the quantity of fraud. "They stole a lot of money from a lot of people," he said to Insider. According to Rahmani, earlier this year, the U.S. Sentencing Commission put forth a proposal to modify the present federal sentencing guidelines and apply a negative 2-point scale to prisoners without a criminal history. This would allow for considerable reductions in conventional sentencing. The suggested amendments from the Sentencing Commission may yet be rejected by Congress. In the event that Congress decides not to take action, the new credits will start to take effect in November. With the introduction of the sentencing guidelines reform on November 1, 2023, 2-point credits are coming for Todd and Julie, which will further reduce their sentences, Sturgeon said of the Chrisleys. But according to Rahmani, there are still uncertainties on how the new policy will be applied to currently incarcerated federal inmates. According to Rahmani, modifications to sentencing guidelines have generally considered prospective, meaning they apply to all future incidents. Thousands of prisoners would be eligible for reduced sentences should the new point system also be applied retroactively, which would cause a bureaucratic headache for the government. In a letter from June, the Justice Department expressed opposition to the policy's retroactive application, stating that it would extend far beyond the Commission's past practice. However, the Sentencing Commission decided to permit retroactive sentence reductions in August, stating that more than 7,000 prisoners in federal prisons would be eligible 0-point offenders, with a potential sentence reduction of 17.6% on average. The Commission's recommendation must be rejected by Congress by November. By February 2024, courts may start reviewing applications for sentence reductions and imposing shorter terms if the government body does nothing. The Chrisleys would be among those qualified for such sentence reductions because neither of them has a criminal past. Ramani, however, expressed his skepticism over the benefits of the impending adjustments for reality television stars. According to Ramani, there is a presumption that it doesn't apply retrospectively unless it is clearly set by statute, which means congressional law. It's a significant leap of faith. However, you never know.